Good day everyone. We are group 9 and today we're going to tackle about the neurodevelopmental disorders. So, list of contents, we have overview of neurodevelopmental disorders, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, specific learning disorder, autism spectrum disorder, intellectual disability, and the prevention of neurodevelopmental disorder. So first is the overview of neurodevelopmental disorders. So almost disorders described in the book are developmental disorders in the sense that they change over time. Disorders originate in childhood, however, the full presentation of the problem occur much later. And also, developmental disorder are neurologically based, and DSM-5 categorized them as neurodevelopmental disorders. So first, let's define what is neurodevelopmental disorder. So neurodevelopmental disorders are conditions that affect the development of the brain, typically appearing in early childhood and impacting various aspects of functioning, including social, cognitive, and emotional development. So first in the list, we have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD. So, we are very familiar naman no kung unsa ang ADHD. But anyways, this type of disorder has a great deal of difficulty sustaining their attention on a task or activity and persistent difficulties with inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. So, from the definition itself, dali ra kaayo sabtan si ADHD. Kani nga type sa disorder, ang mga individual nga na ADHD is maglisod ni sila og pay attention, nani sila kanang mga hyperactive or mga restless, and then dili sila ka pays attention very well, and distracted pud di kaayo sila. So we have two categories of symptoms of ADHD. First is we have inattention. People may appear not to listen to others. Like, on the word inattention, ilahang attention is very short, ragyod. Like, dili gyud na mo taas. Kanang dali ra kaayo sila ma-distract. And hyperactivity and impulsivity. So, hyperactivity is very active na sila. Dili sila kanang kita ibutang nimo sila in one place, mutindog yun na sila. Like, dili jud sila mahipuyo. And impulsive also, like blurting out answers before questions, bisan dili sila kahuwat sa ilahang turn, ingana kintay na ay kanang gipangutana, imbis dili sila ang gipangutana, sila'y mutubag, ingana mga actions nila is very impulsive, which is very different pod sa uban nga individual. And here we have the diagnostic criteria for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Like, it can be found in the book ni Barlow. So, if ganahan mo, ato naara siya ato mabasa. And the next is subtypes of ADHD. We have predominantly inattentive. So, kani siya is difficult in focusing and staying organized. The next one is predominantly hyperactive impulsive. Mauni from the word hyperactive impulsive, like excessive movement, mga hyperactive kayo sila, and restlessness pud ni. And combined, kani nga subtype if both inattentive and hyperactive impulsive nga subtypes is present sa usa ka tawo, is man gitawag og combined, like encompasses both inattentive and hyperactive impulsive symptoms. So what causes ADHD? So ADHD common in families in which one person has one disorder and considered to be highly influenced by genetics. So ang ADHD di ay is makuha pud ni siya genetically. Kung ang inyong family na ay kanang history of ADHD, posible nga mapasa na siya through generation, ingana, or kanang one member to another member. And also, statistics shows that 4% of the US population of children and 5.2% of the child populations across all regions of the world are diagnosed with ADHD. And also, boys are more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD than girls. And this discrepancy increases for children being seen in clinics. And also, example of ADHD is that the relatives of children with ADHD have been found to be more likely to have ADHD themselves than would be expected in general population. So, as what I've said is kanang kay genetic man ang pwede siya genetically ang ADHD maunang kung ang inyuhang family na history of ADHD dakong posibilidad nga magka ADHD pud ang individual. And we have the 4 days of abnormalities regarding sa ADHD. So, first is deviance. Behavior differs from typical attention and activity level such as impulsive speech and excessive fidgeting. So, mao ni siya kay very active man ni sila, like maglihukan kaayo, ingan na bisan asa nimo ibutang, di jud na sila mahipuyo, which is different from others. And then inapod sila yung mga impulsive speech, ingan na nga imbis dili angay marag kuan bitaw i-blurt out silang mga ingan na mga words. And then also we have distress. Mao ning kaning mga tao nga nay ADHD maka-feel ni sila distress kay tungod mo frustrate sila or ma-feel anxious sila kay due to difficulty focusing. Kay di man sila maka-imbis na sila himuon nga task, di nila mahuman kay kanang di sila ka-focus, ilang attention kay very kuan kanang murag dali ra silang ma-distract. So mo adto is maka-cause nila distress. And also dysfunction tungod kay ang ilahang kanang kuan limited raman, ilahang attention is very short, murag mao nang kanang difficulty, murag maka-feel sila difficulty managing their task, responsibilities, or even sa relationships. Kay kuan man kanang imbis gusto sila nga kanang mahuman ang certain task nga na-assigned nila, pero kay kuan man distracted sila, dali ra kaayo silang attention kay very short, mo nang di nila mahuman. So naay dysfunction nga mahitabo sa ilahang especially in school. And then also danger. So tungod kay ang mga tao nga naay ADHD is kuan man pod mga impulsive, it may lead to accidents or risky decisions. Kay kanang ilang mga actions nilang ipangbuhat is kanang very impulsive like muact ra sila without thinking it first, mo nang maka-cause og harm sa ilang selves o sa uban nga tao. And then treatment of ADHD, first we have psychosocial, which includes behavioral parenting, peer interventions such including organization training programs and social skills training. Second is we have biological interventions like stimulants, effectiveness of this kind of medication in reducing core symptoms such as hyperactivity, impulsiveness of the disorder. Next is the 5 models of abnormalities. First, we have the biological model. So, kani siya, ADHD can be caused by physical issues in the body, especially sa ato ang brain. This also includes genes from parents, chemical imbalances like low ang dopamine sa usa ka individual, and differences in brain areas like the prefrontal cortex that affect attention and control. Also, the next one is the cognitive model. ADHD is about problem in thinking and mental processes. So, people may have trouble focusing, maglisod sila focus or ilang attention, and also maglisod sad ni sila o kanang hinumdum sa mga butang or stopping themselves from acting quickly, like diba katong murag mo blurt out ra sila galit or kanang mga impulsive ang ilahang mga actions without kanang thinking ingana. And also sa socio-cultural model, ADHD symptoms can be affected by person surroundings. So makaapekto gyud ang kanang environment sa usa ka individual, like kintahay stress siya sa ilahang balay ingana, mga school problems, and also poverty, and or how society views ADHD can make it worse or harder to treat. And then the next one is psychodynamic model. So ADHD may come from emotional issues that started in early childhood, especially kung naay mga unmet emotional needs bitaw sa usa ka individual or sa ka bata. Mao to nga maka-form og difficult sa relationship sa ilahang parents, mao po na maka-cause na sad na siya. And also last one, the behavioral model. ADHD behaviors are learned by how others responds to them. For instance, if ang usa ka bata nakakuhag attention kay for being hyperactive siya ingan na mao pud like kadto nga behavior nga iyang gipakita like being super active ingan na maka kuan pud to maka might kanang kadto nga behavior is kanang murag madani niya inigdako, so it will kanang continue. And also inconsistent rules or rewards can also make the ADHD symptoms worse. So that's all for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So the next reporter will tackle about the specific learning disorder.